Welcome, everybody. Hopefully, y'all are having a good day. It's a little bit later in the day for me, which is good. This is usually the time where I start just winding down and chilling. Um, Yo, what's up, guys? Still a little bit hard to see. Oh, I know what to do. That's a lot better. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see like way over there, but I set up a little chat box background so that people watching these after the fact can see the chat a lot better. How are you doing, Ari? I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm can't complain, man. Things have been going really well lately, which feels good. You know, that's not always the case when you're an entrepreneur. So when things are going well, you gotta be grateful. Hello. Hey guys, I got a heater on today. It's so cold outside. It's pretty unbelievable how cold it is outside. I might play a couple games of TFT today. I don't know if you guys know what TFT is, but I'll answer some questions while I play. So I'll play a game and then we'll maybe do some other stuff. But I just wanna chill out for a second. Yeah, I got this product pulled up here. Uh, just a product that I saw that I thought was really nice. This is actually a really nice product. I felt that the pricing for the size is actually pretty solid as well. Um, Let me turn off the sound here. I felt that the price was also quite good. And there's actually demand for products like this, believe it or not. So, these kind of things can be quite expensive. $59. That's a lot of money for something like that, and people don't even like it. And here we can source for $12.99, so we can sell this big piece, all these different colors for about $49. That's what I would suggest. Um, Something like $49 would probably be optimal, because the cost of goods is about $12.99, right? And then the selling price, we find competitors selling this for a lot. But let's just keep it competitive, right? Let's go pretty high or pretty like lower than the competitors at $49.95. We still get beautiful metrics with that. Okay, so let me pull this up here. I'm playing TFT. Maybe some of you guys know about this game. It's for real ones only. Hey Ari, I've been thinking about joining your course. Was wondering if you help people start drop shipping and show them how to make money. Yeah, man, I do. You can go through the 100K OS course. But to be fair, I have been posting YouTube videos lately. I posted a full tutorial on how to get to 1K a day. But yeah, here you can get to 100K. That's kind of the goal is, to get you to 100K. Let me see. Have you ever, okay, let me answer another question here. Hey Ari, have you ever had Shopify payments suspended on a Shopify store? I started a Shopify store and left it to gain traction. So I was getting lots of hits on Search Console and checked why no sales. Then I found Shopify had disabled payments. Now they say it takes up to a month before they can review. Yeah, I mean, I've experienced that, but not from whatever you're experiencing. I've only experienced those issues with Shopify payments in two instances. One, oh, Justin's calling me. Um, well, I have to wait for a second. But the first instance that it happened to me was when I was selling copyrighted products. I was selling pretty much just like movie products. I didn't know at the time though, like I had no idea about copyright infringement or anything like that. You know, I didn't know anything about that. So I was just selling products I thought were cool. And I found some cool movie related products like Star Wars stuff. And yeah, through that, I actually ran it for a while. I even scaled it to three, like I had a 3K day with that store. And this was way back in the day, right? And basically, what ended up happening is I got banned from Shopify payments. So that wasn't good. That's I don't like that. Oh, that's actually pretty good. So that happened, and then another thing that happened to me once was I scaled too fast. So one time I scaled to like 40K a day in a couple weeks, and Shopify banned my payments because it was a fresh store. So that was a bad idea. I shouldn't have done that. But at the time, I didn't really think of it. I didn't know. So that's the kind of stuff that can happen if you scale too fast. Cork, is it foldable or a hard slab? My guess is that it's foldable. Otherwise, it wouldn't be so affordable to ship. But it might be shipped in like a cylinder. I'm not sure. You'd have to talk to the sourcing team in order to do that, to know exactly how it's shipped out. You were my childhood if you sold movies on the corner. No, I didn't sell movies on the corner, but I did sell movie products on Shopify at one point. But, you know, I didn't do enough volume to really get in trouble for it. I just got banned on Shopify. How long would it take on average to make 100K a month realistically? Well, it just depends on a lot of factors. You know, I've had stores that have scaled to 100K a month in the first month, and I've had recently a store that we're doing 100K a month now with that we started in October. So 3 months. I think it just really depends largely on how quickly you can execute. If you can test products quickly, then you're going to get to 100K a month pretty quickly. If you test products really slowly, then it's going to take you probably longer. Yeah, I think maybe your payments got banned because of some sort of suspicious activity, or who knows, maybe you didn't pay the fees, the Shopify fees. I don't know. I need help with ad account disable. I lost 3 Facebook accounts. I want to buy a new account. How do I do it, and how much does it cost? You can buy some off of, join our Discord. We have a resource in our Discord. Just join the Discord for free and I'll send it to you. Just chat in our general chat. You can see what I'm talking about here. So just join our Discord, talk to us in our general chat, and I'll send it to you. It's called ZH2 or something. I don't remember the exact name, but I don't want to link it in the stream. Damn, I got a pretty good team actually. Not bad. Yeah, this is a good game. It's like a strategy game. It's League of Legends, but it's like a board game version almost. So it's a better game to play. It's a better game to play if I'm trying to do multiple things at the same time, because it's not as intense as a regular game of League where you gotta like click around like crazy. This is more paced. So it's kind of nice. This is what I was gonna do at this time. I was just gonna play a game, chill out a little bit, but but instead I'm doing it here with you guys. Whoa, what the heck? Um, Hold on, give me a second. So you sell champion, each champion costs gold, and you have like gold. Um, so you got to be strategic about how you spend your gold to get champions. When you get three of the same champions, it levels up. So you see these two are level 2 or are 2 cost. So, yeah, there's a lot of. Hopefully you guys know this game and I don't have to explain it too much. But if not, it's okay. I'm just playing for fun. Okay. Any recommendations on scaling to 10K days? I've been scaling and I've hit a 1K day a couple days ago, and now I hit it every day. And yesterday I almost had my first 2K days. I'm working on more ads. Yeah, I mean, you should join Shopee Lab first of all. I mean, you should join at least the pro version, if not the accelerator. I'd love to kind of give you like every day some advice so that you can scale continuously every day. But to answer your question though, besides that, like, yeah, you're doing a good thing by working on more ads, but I would say even more important than that is probably getting your customer service like really dialed in so that you don't get many chargebacks. Because yeah, you could have more winning ads and that could allow more scale, but what's going to completely destroy your business is if you, well, not destroy it, but like basically if Shopify Payments screws you over, that's going to be pretty bad. So I would focus on getting that customer service piece dialed in and continuously raising your budgets like 20% anytime you have a really profitable day. So if you're going to reach a 2K day today from the same ad spend that you were doing 1K day with, that's a perfect opportunity to scale your budgets because you're extra profitable. Wow, that's huge. So you see when you get 3 of the same champion, they level up. So now I got a 2-star Scion, who's like a tank, and then a 2-star Cho'Gath, who's also a tank. And then in the back, I got a 2-star Kog'Maw, who's like a damage dealer. And then a 2-star Lulu, who's like a healer, like mage kind of character. So I got a good team. And so you get champions and you can sell them to get more gold. And the more gold you have, the more interest you make on your gold each round. There's a lot of layers to this game. I'm telling you, it's pretty cool. How do you balance your attention between Shopee Lab and your own personal stores? That's a good question. Honestly, I'm not a normal entrepreneur. I am unique in the sense that I can do a lot of things at once and I can compartmentalize a lot of different things in my head at once. I think I've always been that way. Before I was an entrepreneur, I was that way. Like I've always been very curious and interested in a lot of things, and I'm good at going very deep into things and then like being able to switch into like a different mode. For example, like I was really into skateboarding growing up, but then I was also into physics growing up and science. I was like super into it. Then I was into gaming. I was into anime. Like I get very deep into things. So it's kind of the same thing with entrepreneurship now, where yeah, like I'll launch more stores. I'll work on Shopee Lab. I have an agency. I have some other softwares. I'm always launching businesses, and it may not be the best way to do it, but that's not why I got into business. The reason I got into business is because I wanted to do what I wanted to do. That's literally as simple as it was. So that's what I'm still doing, even if it's not like the most optimal way to run a business. Hold on. So yeah, you get to pick like augments in every round. So like you got to pick strategically, right? Otherwise you could screw yourself over. So 3 components. I mean, I have components and 1 reforger. That might be good actually, because I don't have a lot of items right now. So I do want to get more items. I need more tank items. Ooh, that wasn't very good, but it's not too bad either. So yeah, that's how I balance out my time. I also have learned, sort of the hard way, because unfortunately when you run things that way, like you don't have, I mean, you can go crazy pretty easily, because that's a lot to manage in your head. So one way that I manage is I've actually been blessed to meet a lot of people, a lot of really talented people. Luckily, actually, through my audience, believe it or not, all of my best hires are all people in my community. And through that, I've been able to delegate. So I have a philosophy of like extreme delegation and decentralization. I'm very much into the concept of decentralization. So I try to keep my businesses pretty much decentralized in the sense that, like, they're kind of independent. So I have partners and employees or team members that are really good at managing themselves and managing, whatever ideas that I have. So that's kind of what I've done and what I am going to continue to do. Is it worth it to start an e-commerce agency without having e-com experience, as many agency owners haven't ran a store before? No, I don't think so. That's a really good question, actually, because a lot of people start their agencies these days. And honestly, I think it's a bad idea if you don't know how to start an e-com store, because it's going to be super hard to get clients. I mean, you're not going to believe in yourself, first of all, and your own abilities. But also you won't have anything to show for it. So I would say try to build your own store. It costs virtually nothing to do it. And, even if you just build a really beautiful store, for example, you can then use that as an example to show to clients as to what you're able to build. So even if you don't have a successful store, I still believe it's a better idea to just launch a store so that you kind of learn the ins and outs of it. And like I said, it's just great. There's no barrier to entry now for ecom. You can make a free team drop account. You could literally list this product on your store. You can use our free theme, which converts super well. And you could be making money like as soon as tomorrow. It's actually crazy. So yeah. Yeah, I don't need Lulu in here. Okay. So yeah, that's what I would suggest. Just start an ecom store, even if it completely flops. Like, yeah, worst case scenario, it fails, and then you still try to build your agency and just at least build a really beautiful store so that you can show clients like what kind of store you can build. But best case scenario, you actually build a profitable ecom store and you don't need any clients. That's kind of what, in the past year, that's kind of what I've been doing, actually. I've been slowly diverting my attention away from my agency to focus on internal projects that we're building, because they just make a lot more money and, we can just manage it a lot easier. Yo, dude, I'm looking for brands, companies to work with on the creative side, can do banging ads and landers. Where you suggest looking for brands that are looking for talent? X is a great space for that, right? Like Twitter, LinkedIn, and Discord servers. So, you could join the Shopee Lab server. We have a hiring board here, actually, and people are always looking for talent. Like, I always see people saying they're hiring for ads in there, for somebody to make ads. Nice. That was close. Let me see. I accidentally cloned Triple Whale with Claude Code. Oof. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Honestly, it is pretty insane. The only moat is going to be distribution and taste. Um, which I mean, that's fair moats. So I wouldn't be too worried unless you are like, yeah, one of these huge companies and you have a bloated team, then it's pretty scary. What are your investments like? Stocks, bonds, tangible assets like gold or silver? That's a good question. I mean, honestly, I'm mostly just cash. I have like cash and I invest into stores right now, man, to be honest with you. Like, I'm just investing into more launches, more stores, software. I'm investing into software and like affiliates for those softwares. That's what I'm investing the most in. But I do have a few stocks. I have like Google. I have a natural gas stock because I think. Um, hold on a second. Oh man, my team is kind of bloated here too. Hold on, I need to make some moves. Um, there. We'll put this on here. And this here too. But then I have a lot of crypto too. Like I have Bitcoin, and I'm very big into this token called Aster. But I don't think I'm gonna see a lot of fruits from that in a while, honestly, with the state of crypto right now. So I'm just trying to stay really focused on ecom and software. It's just a much better thing for me to invest in, and content. I don't know if you guys have seen, but I've been investing in some clipping. You know, I have a clipper now. He's been making clips for my streams. And part of the reason why I'm doing this stream on a whim is because we actually really need more clips. Let me put this guy in here. We'll move everybody over. Man, yeah, my team is kind of weird. I'm actually just gonna level up again, honestly. And then put this person in there. And sell some people. Oh, wait, I have a void. I'm dumb. I can just put this person in. Heal the lowest. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. So yeah, also each unit has traits. And you see, you get bonus abilities and bonus stats whenever you match certain traits. So there's like so many layers to this game. But that's why I like it, because you know you got to use your brain a bit. But then also there's a lot of luck involved too. So you know it's fun. I like games like that where it's you can get lucky too. So it's not just about skill, even though skill is like 99%, or not 99, but it's a huge percent of it. Oh, that's big. Hold on a second. That's really good. You know what? We're gonna go that. I'm playing ranked. That's why I'm kind of trying to focus sometimes. I actually don't want to lose, but yeah, I think I got a pretty decent team right now, though. A good team composition. We'll get rid of this. Oh, and yeah, I also have some Pokemon cards as investments. I have like a big first edition Team Rocket box, which I think it's like 30K, and then like a edition base set Charizard back there. It's graded. It's a 10 PSA 10. So it's pretty nice. I got a watch too, like this AP Royal Oak. So little things like that, you know. But the point of it is that really what I'm primarily investing in is just more of my business, just content, um, devs, building. That's what I'm investing in because that's where I'm going to get the most return. That's actually a good analogy. And I tell myself this a lot because, you know, it's just good to remind yourself of these things sometimes. Um, but I try to remind myself that in crypto, like to get 100x return on your investment or in stocks is, I mean, first of all, it takes like really long, or you have to pretty much win the lottery. But so it's never happened to me. I've never done it. But with ecom, I've actually done 100x's like many times. So like I've spent $100 on a product test and I've made 100x that from that product test. So it's like I feel like I have so much more control. Therefore, I decided, you know what? I'm actually just gonna mainly focus on that. I'm not gonna focus so much on investing, although I still, you know, take part in it for the most part. I do invest still, but it's just not my main focus. Oh man, that's a bummer. I really need to level that up. Yeah, there's no good way to do it. I'm just gonna lock this bench. I didn't find the Discord in Shopee Lab. So here, go to. Hold on, let me finish this fight. Oh no, that's not good. But if you go to ShopeeLab.ai, at the very bottom, you'll find the Discord. It's right here. Just join that. Okay, here we go. So that's actually really helpful. I really needed a better tank. So we got one. Very nice. And then we'll use that on him. I'll put this person in there instead. And then we'll do another one of these red buffs on this guy. And I do need to roll. Yes, okay. The team is pretty much complete. Honestly, still not the best team, so we'll see how we can do. Oh man, yeah, I got smoked. That's not good. I'm big on digital experiences plus physical products. It increases your margin by a lot. Yeah, no, definitely. I think digital experiences, physical products, both really great businesses. Honestly, even physical experiences, I mean, that's kind of what physical products are, physical experiences, but like real experiences such as spas, things of that nature, right? Like Airbnbs, or even events, I think have a big future too. You said you joined the Discord. Yeah, you got to do the community access. If you join the Discord, you got to do the community access instructions. It's free. You got to do that. Otherwise, we do that to avoid spammers and bots and things like that. any viable way to compete on shipping. Warehousing is expensive, but nowadays people are impatient and want their stuff ASAP. Well, I mean, unless you want to build Amazon, I don't think you can compete on shipping. So I wouldn't really think about that too much. There's a thing about game. I've been learning a lot about game theory, and one of the interesting things is that a lot of times, if you have a disadvantage in a game, right? So let's say shipping, it's probably better to just make your own rules and play your own game, right? Like, or join a different game. So, if you're thinking of e-commerce and your idea is to compete on price and or shipping and play that game, I mean, do it, do whatever you want, but I'm not playing that game. I'm not playing the game of shipping the fastest. I'm playing the game of selling unique products that people can't find easily and that are high quality that people like, and that are in demand. That's really kind of the thing. That's my basic principle for ecom. That's how I treat it. But there's also people that are playing the game of like building the highest quality product possible or having the cheapest prices possible. But again, you can kind of choose the game you want to play. Oh, that was so close. How do you stop people from just going to Amazon for the same product? You can't. I mean, you can't stop people from doing anything, right? I mean, people will always do whatever they want to do, but the best thing you can do is just having a really nice customer experience on your store, and just remembering that the reason someone is likely on your store is because they saw your ad, not because they're in need of your particular product. So they're not likely to go browse Amazon, right? To go shop for your product. A lot of times these people are simply buying stuff on a whim, right? Because they saw your ad, they saw something that really resonated with them. And there's many different reasons why somebody would buy, but you can't stop somebody from going on Amazon. I mean, you just got to remember that not everybody shops on Amazon, and Amazon's not the only place where people buy things online. So, just don't think about Amazon so much. Pretty much, that's actually one of the number one limitations that I see people having is comparing themselves to Amazon, but that's like not a good idea. It's like starting a food truck and like comparing yourself with, like trying to compare yourself with McDonald's or something. Like, dude, you're not going to compete with McDonald's. You shouldn't even play that game. Ari, do you know how the Indians get all Shopify owners' email addresses, like the list? Do you know a good, reliable source? If they made me a good offer with a price I would likely buy. I have no idea how people get the emails of Shopify store owners. It's super annoying though. Anytime I start a new store, I mean, I get a million emails. Even in my existing stores, I get millions, or not millions, but probably at this point, thousands of emails of people trying to sell me services and things like that, or pretending to be a customer when they're not. I have no idea how they do it. Probably, maybe there's a Shopify store database of all the Shopify domains out there. Maybe it has something to do with this, but I have no idea. This is so crazy. Just the fact that I've never heard of this store, Cork Circle. Literally first time ever seeing this. Just saw it through the Shopify myip.ms database. And it's just another water bottle brand. It's quite literally just another water bottle brand. And look at this traffic, bro. You're kidding. They're printing. They're exploding. And it's just another water bottle brand. How many of these are there out there? There's so many. That's awesome, though. I mean, I love to see that. The water bottle market is just so unbelievable. It just continues to grow. "92 different ads. Harry Potter collabs. They're doing licensing. Star Wars collabs, more licensing. Hold on, guys. I gotta turn off this heater. It's way too hot. Can you do product research using the Shopify IP website? Of course. Of course you can. You just find stores that you like, look at some of the products they sell, and try to source similar products and then sell them. How do you get licensing? Okay. How do you get licensing deals? What is the cost for this? Ever done it? I've never done it, but I know all the costs because I'm friends with a guy that runs a licensing agency. It's not cheap. It's usually with an attached royalty that you gotta pay. So you gotta pay for the license. You probably have to pay an agency as well. And then also there's going to be royalties on top of it. So it's not cheap, but it can be really worth it, if you have a strong brand, because you can capitalize on this huge audience of passionate consumers. I did actually download, so I used to play World of Warcraft a decent amount, and they just came out with the Burning Crusade Classic Anniversary Edition. I remember Burning Crusade back in the day. I was so young when it came out, but I played it actually. So I might play that too. Test it out. But yeah. I miss my WoW days. Yeah, I feel you. I kind of felt the same way, but so I might try this, and I think I'm just gonna buy the boost, um, and just play it for a little bit, and then I'll probably get bored, and then I'll move on. Let's see. Oh wow, these are full. Hold on a second, guys. We can do this windowed. Oh yeah, wait, I actually don't have an active account, so I gotta do that. Yeah, when I do stuff like that though, because it's kind of expensive to play World of Warcraft. That's probably why it's kind of not as successful anymore. It's just way too expensive. And then you got games like RuneScape, which are just super cheap. But whenever I buy stuff like that, where I'm like, this is definitely a waste of money, but it might be fun, I try to, like also put money aside for investing into, like, let's say I spend $100 on, World of Warcraft to play for a little bit. I'll also spend $100 on like Google stock or something. It's kind of a good habit to get into. Or yeah, just $100 on a product test. I mean, I'm doing that all the time anyways, but Sukoshi Mart. So yeah, this is a good way to actually get product ideas or just get store inspo. Wow. This is a Canadian store. I mean, this is getting a lot of traffic from Canada. That's pretty interesting. I haven't seen Canada stores really ever. I'm curious if anybody's watching this on Twitch. I think somebody is watching this on Twitch. Um, Maybe not though. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Okay, well, I do want to play this. So let me buy a subscription. I'll just play this for like a month and get bored and stop. But it will be fun, and I can play it on stream. Hold on a second. Yeah, some people sell records on Shopify. There's such a robust amount of Shopify stores out there that I just wouldn't imagine. Yeah, this is like a in-person thing, but also online, a retail location and online. It's a hybrid. Great. I love this kind of stuff. It's pretty cool. It's similar to the video that I made today on Olive Atelier. Yeah, this is a cool product though. Simple but in demand. As you see, there's 12,000 people looking that up every month, just leather desk mats. Harry, I tried using your Shopify template and it was being weird. It was showing products that you showed in videos from a while ago, like the pen fishing rod. Do I need to have products first? Yeah, you should. Yeah, you need products in the store. You don't need to have products to download it though. You can just import it. But then what you'll need to do is you'll need to, let me show you. You need to create a product template. So if you go to online store, you see you'll have the Shopify theme. And then you'll need to create a product template. So you go to products and you need to create a template. Now, you should make the template based on the shampoo conditioner one. That's probably what you'll see on yours, or one of these. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, we need to fix this. I know that it's kind of a little, yeah, it's weird that it does that. But then you'll pretty much just try to set it up so that it looks kind of like this. This is like the meta right now for us. This works extremely well. Been following for about a year. I've caught a few live streams so far. Could I ask a Shopify question? Dude, ask whatever you want. Yeah, you can ask anything. And yeah, welcome. That's awesome. Yeah, I do want to start testing on this store too. I might talk to my team about starting to set up some tests here because honestly, it's kind of hard for me to stay consistent with it at this point. Yeah, I should make a guide on how to do it, how to set up the theme better. This week, I'll focus with my dev on actually making the theme better and making it kind of like uh, include products in it, something like that. I want to make that funnel better. That is my goal this year, actually. My goal this year is to make like the most overpowered store open source store builder, um, store builder funnel, and yeah, that's something we're working on. So I appreciate you being pretty much a beta tester because we need it. You know, we need people to start using it, even though it's like really, really, really rudimentary right now. It's basically like 1/10 of what it will be. But for now, yeah, it works. I mean, you can just basically create a new product template for each new product that you create, and then you just go to whatever product, and then you just select the template you created. I'm going to do custom designed apparel. Any tips? Yeah, I would say try to base it off of winning designs. I mean, that's my opinion. Depends on what you want to do. If you have some sort of design idea, maybe you're an artist or maybe you just have great ideas, you could launch those too. But I would say the quickest way to start making cash flow with design apparel, like with custom designed apparel, is to just base your designs off of winning designs that are already working and in demand. I'm a big fan of selling things that are simply in demand. It's just a good criteria to for products to sell. Selling things that people want to buy. I know it sounds crazy, but it really is that simple sometimes. Um, hmm. What advice would you give your son if he wanted to start a store from scratch? What advice would you give him to brand, scale, and niche in order to hit the ground running? Well, I would basically just tell him to do exactly what I'm doing, which is to create a very seamless shopping experience where the majority of the focus is placed on new products. The reason I say that is because it's the most cost efficient way to build cash flow on Shopify. And you also can just learn a lot from it. I think creating an entire like branded like beautiful experience from the very beginning is generally a bad idea for someone who's just starting because you're just going to be spending so much time on the wrong things, at least as far as making cash flow goes. And the thing is, once you start making some cash flow, then you can do whatever you want, right? Because you're making cash flow. So then you can start getting really fancy, really artsy, whatever you want to do. But I would advise people to keep it extremely simple at first. Basically create like a general branded store that's just super clean and fast and easy to use, and put most of your time on like the product images, for example, creating really, really strong product images. I think that's a way better idea than focusing on like the branding of your store and everything. Focus on picking really good products that are high quality, in demand, easy to sell, and then focus on making amazing product images and amazing offers for those products and then running them on Meta. So basically, exactly what I'm doing right now. Um, yeah, I actually have a daughter. She's almost 2 years old and she is already testing products. So I know, pretty crazy. Baby products, that is. She's like literally testing them, not running ads for them, just testing them as products. So she's going to be a beast by the time she's 5. She's already going to have a 6-figure e-com store. My cat is crying at the door right now. That usually means it's time to go soon, but I'll stay a little longer before I go have dinner with the fam and upgrade my World of Warcraft subscription so I can play the Burning Crusade anniversary server. What are your thoughts on products as a service model? Products as a service model, so like renting out products. I mean, I think it's genius. It's what Tesla's doing now with their self-driving. They're making it a subscription product now, so it's a product as a service. I think it's a really great idea. I've seen other brands do it in the lawn mowing space, so AI lawnmower. There's brands in this space that do this. They rent out their, I think it's these guys. You can buy it on a subscription, I believe. I think it's a good idea, but yeah, probably difficult to pull off. That doesn't mean it's a bad idea, though. It just means it might be hard. That's all. I think that's what you mean. But I'm more into the idea of productized services right now, actually. I really like the idea of productized services. One of those things, for example, is Smart Reply. And I've actually sold Smart Reply as a service through my agency. So my agency is called Akemi, akemilab.com. We've been around for a long time. We've worked with some of the biggest e-com brands, actually. But one of the things that I try to do for a lead that we had is sell them on AI customer service management. And they were willing to pay $1,500 for setup, for us setting it up. And then we just basically onboarded them to Smart Reply and then trained the AI agent to, just follow the brand guidelines. So I like that idea a lot, like taking services and productizing them and then selling them. So I think anybody could do that. I think this is actually a good idea for anybody out there. I think if you're thinking of a service to sell, instead of doing meta ads or anything like that, which is like extremely competitive, everybody does it. And you actually have to spend money in order to get that service, right? You have to spend money on ads in order to get a return on your ads. You have to spend money first, a lot of money at times. It's a much better idea to take a service like this, right? Where you're basically going to a local business or any business on Instagram that has an Instagram or a Facebook page and just simply showing them like, look, you're not replying to every comment. You have like 20 comments that haven't gotten a reply in the last 20 days. Like, do you think if you had somebody talking to those people and trying to sell them product, do you think that could make you money or save your business money? And the answer is always yes. So then you can just charge them to set that up. You could either do, all right, I'll charge you $500 to set this up for you. It'll work perfectly. You don't have to do a thing. And then after that, it's just the software cost. And you can use your own affiliate link with Smart Reply to do this. So then you make 30% of the software costs every month. That's a great hustle because Smart Reply takes maybe 5 minutes to set up. Actually, probably less. So you can deliver that service so easily, but it's definitely a difficult thing for a business owner that's busy with a million things, right? So it's worth it to them. For $500, I mean, that's a no-brainer. If they could answer 24/7 every single comment that they get with like top of the line customer support skills and brand congruence, I mean, that's an easy sell to a busy entrepreneur. This is the product that I actually want to sell. So I will actually start working on this a lot harder. I want to start working on this product because I showed it in my video the other day And I just actually think it's a really good product. I think this is like really good. So, uh, but I wanna make more images for it though. So this is what I mean. Like I feel like people just they need to spend more time just making like banger product images instead of branding their store so crazily. I like this one, so I'll copy this. I'll go into DraftPi. I'll put this in here. Oh, what? I thought I copied this. Copy image. Oh, there we go. And I can say, make me a minimal image. No, hold on. Hold on a second, guys. I'll go here. I'll copy this. Oh, hold on a second. I'll just download it. And then I'll put this in here. Okay. Take put the second product image attached. Pink wand. Into a premium. No, into the first image. Make the model middle age and make the setting a luxury bathroom. I'll do 1K. I'll make 3 of these and I'll do 1-to-1 ratio, and then we'll just fire it up. Ari, what's your best tips on minimizing customer service interactions, maintaining customer happiness? I speak to everyone all day and solve their issues and keep them all happy, but it kicks my ass. Yeah, man, that's a tough one if you're doing it manually. I would say hire one solid customer service manager that's really good, and then download Smart Reply. So use Smart Reply because it's an agent that's going to work 24/7 for you for a fraction of the cost. It's probably going to do a better job than you or any VA could, but you still want to have a VA on your team to, escalate certain things and whatnot. So that's what I would do. That's what I do exactly. We have a very small customer service team of killers, and then we use Smart Reply for the rest, and that does the job. But yeah, man, customer service is a pain in the butt, but extremely important. So definitely a good one. Wow, this is interesting. High frequency vibrations penetrate deep into the skin 6,000 times a minute. High frequency vibration activates collagen, matching eye mask and facial mask to promote absorption. So yeah, that's what I actually that's a great offer. So yeah, I'll download that. And then I would find some sort of mask, collagen mask. Yeah, something like this or something like this probably. And add this in for free into the offer. Okay, collagen enriched, infused with collagen for enhanced skin nourishment. Let's see if I can find something a bit better. Ooh, these look nice. Maybe something like this. Replenishing sea kelp, radiant vitamin. Yeah, we'll do the biocollagen here. Pink collagen mask. Biodance Pink Biocollagen. Nah, we'll just do this one. The unbranded. We'll do the 1-piece and the 4-piece. So, we'll list this to our store. Okay, I actually have to go to a different account. Oops. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So we'll do list to store. We'll do wellness, Estier, bio, collagen. I'll just say X collagen. Spa. That's fine for now, honestly. We'll get rid of all these. I'll do the pink collagen 4-piece and the there's a 5-piece too, and a 1-piece. And I'll make the one the one will be like, let's just say $14.95, but then the 4 will be, I mean, we can do $29.95 and maybe make this one the $9.95. And then, yeah, we'll get rid of these and just have that one. But this doesn't really matter because we're just going to make, more images anyways. And then here's what we're going to do. This is going to be a banger offer. Okay, so now that we got that, we can go back to our store, and then we can go to Ammo's bundle. And then what we're going to do is we're going to simply add this to our bundle. I know we're getting pretty technical here, guys. I know this is some crazy stuff, some crazy engineering. We're engineers. So anyways, here's what we're going to do is add a bonus product to people who buy 2. But you know what? Yeah, that's fine. But I mean, honestly, maybe even just the 1, it would be nice to have. But let's just keep it simple. People who buy 2, you're getting a free collagen mask. So we'll do, where's it at? Collagen mask. Boom. And they're going to get a 4-piece. We're not going to be stingy. So 4 free collagen masks included for 15 minutes. Now that's what you call a fire offer. But first we gotta make new product images for this thing, because as you see, it just populated the ones that we did not want. So there we go. Yeah, we don't need that. We just need these 2. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna download this. We're gonna download this, and we're gonna go to good old DraftPi. And we're gonna start fresh here. Actually, you know what? I kind of like that prompt, but what we're gonna do is add in one of these. Make the automation. Make the setting a luxury bathroom. Minimalist marble counter bathroom. Also get rid of the images in the picture and add a small offer of 4 free collagen masks included. something like that. Let's just see what it does. We'll see what that looks like. Do you mainly use ads? Yeah, I only use ads. And organic too. I mean, we do a little bit of organic stuff, but mainly ads. How do you manage product compliance, safety, insurance liability with these dropshipped items? Sorry for all the questions. I mean, you don't. You just try to do your best to use common sense, and not sell products from a sketchy supplier. And, if there's a product that is maybe ingestible, then just make sure that you verify certifications with your sourcing agent. That's it. A mask is not something these things are mostly water. There's like very few things in these masks. So I wouldn't be too, I'm not going to be really that scared of these products. But, if I'm selling some supplement, then what I would do is I would talk to Team Drop via WhatsApp and make sure that whoever they're sourcing that product from, whatever manufacturer, actually has the certifications to back it up. But keep it simple. And if you want to just avoid that, then just sell products that don't have any of those issues. Do you recommend general stores or mostly just one product focused stores? I recommend testing one product at a time, but having it all under one store. Yeah. So both, you can do both on one store. So I generally like to have stores that are more or less not generic branding, but just like clean, simple branding. I like simple branded stores where I focus more on a product per product basis. That's the best way to do it, in my opinion. But that's not the only way to do it. It's just how I do it. Supplements are sus. Half the people selling them have no idea what's actually in them. Interested in how the future is going to look for those products and regulations. Absolutely. I think in the future we'll see a lot of people getting in trouble for non-compliance in the past. But, for a lot of these guys, the harsh reality is that they will have already made so much money that it doesn't even matter for them if they get regulation fines. They're probably just going to be able to pay them off and still walk off with, a ridiculous amount of money. So that's just how the world works a little bit. People cheat and they get away with it. But yeah, I'd definitely be careful with supplements. You just don't want to get in trouble for something like that, for something that could harm somebody. You just don't want to sell things that could potentially harm somebody. That's kind of the thing. But look at that. That's beautiful. That looks awesome. High frequency vibrations penetrate deep into the skin. 6,000 times minimum high frequency vibration. Activate collagen. 4 free collagen masks included. So I'll probably tweak that text a little bit. 4 free collagen masks included. That's so nice, man. That's really nice. Yeah, this one kind of got messed up, but that's a really nice offer. I like that. Let me go add that to my store. So I'll add that to this one. I like that. That's a great offer. So that's a good example of like how you can differentiate yourself from the competition, is to just make better offers, So let me show you what that looks like now. 4 free collagen masks included. So this would be more of like a second image. And then what I would do is probably use this one and say, make me a premium product hero image as my first image for my Shopify store that has a little bubble showing for free collagen mask included. And add a header, a clean Apple style header saying, what does SolarWave do? I gotta go after this. Oh my gosh, this always happens to me. I keep going to solo, like whatever that is. So this is their main image. So honestly, yeah, we're just gonna copy this, guys. We're just gonna take the inspo from this, and we're gonna go boom. And add, make it look like the third image. First image attached. That's my first image from. Okay, let's just see how that looks. This is a little bit of a Frankenstein kind of prompt here, but whatever. Thanks for answering my questions. It's nice to have an expert answer the ecom questions I often have going around in my head. You're welcome, man. Thank you for the donation. That was very kind of you. Oh, baby, look at that. Dude, that is so insane. That is awesome. Whoa, this one is awesome. Okay, we're definitely using that. We are for sure going to use that. Yeah, and we just kind of want to like slap the free gift offer everywhere, right? Like in every slide pretty much. So yeah, this is the key. I mean, that's what I'm saying, guys. This is what you need to focus on, not like making your store like all perfect. Product image is perfect, buy box perfect, perfect offer. This is the only thing that needs to be perfect. So yeah, this looks beautiful. Like this looks awesome. I want to launch this. So yeah, I gotta go though. Family just got home, so I'm gonna log off and chill out with